Thank you for stopping to watch my video. I want to teach this to as many people as I can teach. This is for U.S. business owners, franchise owners, entrepreneurs, and also 1099 income owners, and then also investors. My name is Sally Gimmon, and I found out the secret about the riches. I want to teach them the Spendthrift Trust. Let's start off with 3 simple questions. Number 1, do you want to leave a legacy for future generations? Number 2, do you want to save taxes year after year, generation after generation? Number 3, do you want to learn the secret of the rich? If you answer to all 3 questions, you're in the right location. Keep watching. The Spendthrift Trust is legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. It's been in front of the United States Supreme Court on 2 different occasions, and both times it's been favored. A little bit of history about the Spendthrift Trust. It comes from England way back when King Henry VIII, that famous king who chopped off his wives' heads, started the Church of England. He went to go tax the lords and ladies of England, and they went further back to history, to the 13th century, to the Magna Carta, and said, no, King Henry VIII, you can't do this. It's contract law that came to the colonies while we were still part of England. Our current tax code that we are under right now went into effect February 1913 and was supposed to be around for a few years. Now it's been 111 years, so it's longer than a few years. The very, very rich families back then, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, the Kennedys, made sure they could save taxes. Well, if they can save taxes, you and I should be able to save taxes too. My personal story, back in 2019, I was working full-time as a Medicare broker in Phoenix, and I wholesaled 7 properties nationwide and paid off $184,000 in debt. Woo! I was a rock star in my real estate group. I knew about capital gains, and I had $50,000 sitting in my bank account. When my CPA went to go do my taxes for 2019, he called me April 2nd of 2020, right, the start of COVID, and said, you need to set an appointment. That's never good news when your CPA needs to see you in person. I made an appointment, went out there, and he said, congratulations. You made more money, so your tax bracket went from 22% to 24%. You now owe the federal government $97,000 in short-term capital gains. What? This is April, the beginning of April. On April 1st, I had 6 notes, and 3 of them stopped paying me because they thought, if you don't have to pay your mortgage to the Bank of America, you don't have to pay it to the Bank of Sally. My CPA set me up on a payment plan, and I was devastated. I signed the paperwork, I got my parking validated, I went down to the parking garage, and I cried for 20 minutes. If you know anything about Scottsdale, it's east of Phoenix, so I'm driving back to Phoenix into the sunset with tears running down my face. My great Aunt Kitty in Ireland, my mom's from Ireland, my great Aunt Kitty in Ireland always said, sleep on it. Next morning, I wake up at 5 a.m., and I get on the computer, and I start researching the Rockefellers Spendthrift Trust. It's called The Office. I had read an article about it, and I spent 5 months researching this. In September of 2020, I started both my business and beneficial Spendthrift Trust with the private law firm that has a copyright on the Benson Financial Trust. Paul Benson was a Harvard law professor. 76 years ago, he wrote 5 different trusts to save very specific taxes. You are not tax-free. You're saving very specific taxes. Now his grandson and great-grandson have the law firm, and they have the copyright on the trust. So let's get into this. The business trust is for U.S. business owners, entrepreneurs, franchisee owners, or 1099 income earners. If you're making at least $80,000 gross a year, you could be saving 5 figures in taxes. Little 5 figures, but still 5 figures. I have a free class on the Great Discovery. It's my name, www.sallygibbon.com. When you go out there, you're going to get a 23-minute presentation, 3 articles from Forbes magazine, 2 pages of case law, and a chart showing that if someone files single, making $80,000 gross, how much they will save in every state. 7 states don't have state income taxes. Now, this is going to get a little bit confusing. So there's 7 different layers to taxes, from 10% to 37%. The more money you make, the more you pay. There's 4 ways to file your taxes: single, head of household, married jointly, married separately. Single's the most expensive way. When you do go out to the Great Discovery, you can there's a way to contact me to set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session. I want to help as many people as possible. Now, with the business trust, you're going to save at least 90% on your federal income taxes, and in 43 states no longer pay state income taxes. My example today that I was talking about is a mechanic in New Jersey. He and his wife have a shop that they're going to be saving $36,469 every year, or per month that's going to be an extra $3,039 per month. He's not working harder, he's not working longer. He can use this money to pay off his mortgage, to buy a new car, take his family on vacation, to give to a charity, or save for retirement. What he actually did is he went to the local high school, got 2 apprentices, because he's turning away business. Doesn't have enough time to work on all the cars he gets, so he's teaching apprentices how to fix cars. That's the business trust. The beneficial trust is for all investors. I don't care what kind of investing you're doing. You're going to save the following taxes. You will no longer pay capital gains. Short-term capital gains are just like federal income taxes, between 10% to 37%, and affect you if you're a crypto investor, a forex investor, wholesaling, auction houses, tax liens, or fix and flipping. My first house in the trust was an auction house I bought for $20,000 and went to over $64,000. At 24%, I got to save $10,353 on that house. Long-term capital gains are more than a year and affect you if you're selling a business, selling an investment property, or a baseball card. I just talked to a gentleman who's selling his Medicare company for $132,000. At 15%, he'll save $48,000. At 20%, he'll save $64,000 in capital gains. If he sells it this year, he'll have to pay that April 15th, 2025. At that time, he'll be 66 years old, and that's his money to do with what he wants. The second tax, capital gains, is number 1. The number 2, interest income taxes. If you are a passive investor, if you're in mutual funds, if you're in a REIT, if you are doing the BRRRR strategy, subject to real estate, I personally have notes where I'm the paper on the house, people pay me their mortgage. If you do creative financing or seller financing. Again, that's going to be between 10% to 37%, just like federal income taxes. Third tax, dividend income taxes. If you're a stock market investor, if you're living off of dividend income, if you're doing options trading, binary options trading, futures trading, or commodities, again, taxed just like federal income taxes. Fourth tax, rental income taxes. Yes, you can take depreciation. Yes, you can do cost averaging, but I didn't tell you the 4 ways you can save. The trust is going to keep your information completely private. Your LLC does not do that. Anyone can go out to the Secretary of State or Corporation Commission online and research LLCs. 40% of all LLCs get sued every year. We're talking about lawsuits. All your assets are in the trust, and all lawsuits become frivolous. So if you have rental property and the dog gets out and bites somebody, they can't come after you. So if you have short-term rentals like Airbnb or vacation rentals, maybe you have 5 doors, 10 doors, 20 doors, 30 doors, multifamily, apartment living, maybe you have commercial property, or you're doing arbitrage, you can be saving thousands of dollars. And the fifth tax, royalty income taxes. If you have talent. So if you are an actor, an actress, an author, an artist, maybe you're a playwright, maybe you're in the NFT world, NFT real estate, NFT artwork, NFT crypto. If you have patents, copyrights, or anything else. Again, you could be saving, for me personally, I save capital gains and interest income taxes because I wholesale and I have notes. It doesn't matter. I can save as much as I can both ways. All of this information is available at my website, www.thetrustisyou.com. My free class is my name, www.sallygimmon.com. I want to teach as many U.S. investors, U.S. business owners, U.S. entrepreneurs, franchisee owners, and 1099 income earners how they can save taxes just like the rich do. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Take care.